me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time. I don't see myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me. Yes! You won't stop me. Leviosa! Much easier. I will make it. Revelio. Protego. Revelio. Untempered meandering. Full ruin. No more. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Revelio.
It's been ages. Yes, but only muggles fall to such ailments. You really do worry too much. You're a slippery little
Incendio. Confringo.
No! You're the little sod that saved Treadwell. You try it.
Incendio. Confringo. One less poacher in the wizarding world.
stand behind with
Revelio. Accio. Confringo.
no, too hard.
Incendio.
You'll have to fight eventually.
Stupefy.
I know.
Lumos.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Hello there, come on in. Plenty to look at here. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Those that go to Azkaban. Reparo is saving
Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Revelio.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems... Grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom. For your sake and that of everyone else.
Diffindo!
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Accio! Diffindo!
Versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
That sounds positively exhilarating.
Exhilarating? It was at that. While it lasted, at any rate. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor. Levioso! Accio! Gryffindor! Confringo! Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego!
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural. Well done!
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared. Really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, The trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
I've always said that travel broadens the...
Revelio. Revelio.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
Gryffindor! Confringo! Gryffindor!
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor.
Revelio! Confringo!
Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
Protego! Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Lumos. Lumos. Lumos.
Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind.
Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Revelio. Lumos. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Lumos.
I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx Flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Revelio.
Well, I don't find that
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery yet?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
anyone looking for troubles found it in me.
One in Merlin. Heard something. Come out before I... Stop right
Diagon! Stupid one! Gryffindor! Gryffindor! Defender! Reducto! You are Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Depulso! Levioso! Accio! Defender! Confringo! Accio! Revelio! Diagon! Revelio!
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Perhaps a hybrid. Bouncing tentacle.
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful! I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done. If you'd like... You're here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plants, please.
Flipendo!
Look at that. You're a natural.
Accio. Flipendo. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Flipendo. Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the country, but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
It does take a while to adjust to being here.
Precisely, and I was remarkably fortunate. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
How fortunate.
I was indeed. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
You